Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swain Batty League. Here for a semi-final matchup between Cameron's Dick Suck Squad and Omewamu Shinderu. The Suck Squad leading the series 2-0 as we enter Game 3 here. They have selected blue side. Hook resets entering the game. The match for NANI in the bottom lane.
Yes, and this drastically changes the rest of this series. Hook resets is not only from is a very strong player, diamond level supports, probably the best support in the league, but he completely changes the type of bot lanes that Team NANI can play, and he also even changes which power picks the rest of his teammates get, because he regularly draws bans. He's already drawn a ban here in this first rotation, the Thresh, the one that he is, fond of resetting the hooks with, and if somehow he takes his pick to later, I wouldn't be surprised to see him drawing more bans. But this leaves a lot of his options open, whether it's the Zyra, the Rakan, or something else. Meanwhile, we're going to see the Janna Lulu both being taken away from Albino Joe, along with the Rammus from Thermidor. So, bit of a change up on the draft here.
Yeah, and Suck Squad taking out Thresh. Definitely don't want to see Hook resets getting that one. It does leave open his other support picks. Rakan, something he's gravitated towards a lot this season, and obviously Zyra as well. But I assume he'll wait for more of the game to be figured out before he goes and picks Zyra. But the first pick, Xayah, going over to Camer, another huge comfort champ, something that can snowball the lane once again.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised to see the Rakan Tristana coming out right away here, although they will maybe want to pick the Jarvan, as we've seen that first rotation, I think, every single game this season, or damn close to it, out of NANI.
Yeah, Devout Milk has been synonymous with Jarvan,
as
it continues to be.
I don't even know why. Did they even talk about it in team chat? Just lock that shit in, Milk.
Oh yeah, this is like that's what they always like. Our second, we will always pick Jarvan. Jarvan is what we pick, and it will be Jarvan.
Last game really it showed you everything you need to know about Devout Milk as a player. Great ganking early, gets a bunch of his lanes ahead, gets himself ahead, and then plays atrociously in team fights. Constantly ulting Rammus, never putting any threat onto the Corki, or more importantly the Kog'Maw, who, despite having the Mercurial Scimitar early, you cannot QSS a wall. And I think Devout Milk does have to be better this game, no matter how great the early game went.
And the dropping of the Katarina ban opens up for ZZ Death Reaper ZZ to pick up Katarina.
Yeah, I'm expecting we're going to see the mid lane counterpick here. Renai has most of his pool available, unlike in the last game, and since he's going to have the opportunity to know his matchup early, it's going to be a Galio lock, though, and I don't think there's a chance in hell that that's going to the mid lane. So,
yeah, I wouldn't think so either. But Echo's still up, and if Nani's feeling saucy and feeling like they're running out of tricks in their bag, then they might pull out a carry top lane for on the win, see what he can do against Frag. But I would not do that.
Neither would I. Yeah. But maybe I don't know if the Katarina plays well into the stuff like the Orianna. That could drastically change things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely leaves
ban timer got all the way down there. I'm not sure if that was purposeful or not, but it's a Kalista ban nonetheless. So interesting. I mean, that's something he did play.
It was banned
last season.
It was banned earlier as well.
Oh, it was? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, she has a 100% ban rate in professional play. I mean, granted, that was now soon to be 3 patches ago, but still very relevant, especially in Ardent Sensor meta.
And I'm really liking the Singe ban coming out of NANI. That's been another big catalyst for all of the success of Frag. And I mean, I've said it before, I don't think Frag is that exceptional of a player. And I think this series, we've seen him really rely on Singe's bag of tricks. I think this is a good call from NANI to force him to play something a bit more normal.
Yeah, it could definitely be a nice change of pace to see
Yep, and there it is. That Tristana Rakan combo you were talking about earlier. That is a deadly lane if played well. You'd have to imagine Albino Joe. He's gonna pick one of his champions. He's gonna pick a caster support. Will it be the Nami? The first three are banned once again, like in game one. You could pull out a Sona here, but I feel like that's even more of a death threat, or more of a opportunity to lose. And Camber switching to Darius at the end, so that's gonna be top lane for Frag.
Yeah, so we'll see if that's going into the Galio or about to be counterpicked, as I'm expecting Albano Joe to lock in this Nami that he is hovering, as we see a this feels like a very SUCC squad type of team yet again.
Yeah, not a lot of hard CC, and it's just a lot of damage coming at you, and that's what they had game one going, and they're gonna do it again here in game 3.
Yeah, they're even lighter on CC than they've been the previous 2 games, though, and that makes me worried.
And a whole bunch of CC once again
Yeah.
from Nani,
Yeah.
overloading on the CC like they did in the previous game, and Renai circulation with the last pick overall, with his trusted Orianna play, going up against Katarina.
I am in love with this comp out of Team NANI. This is a comp that if I'm watching Worlds, I'm screaming, why couldn't TSM have done this?
Yeah, this on paper right now, this seems like a very strong comp.
That is a
Rounded
very strong comp. You get Jarvan or Rakan to go in, you have the Galio that can follow up with it, or the Orianna ult that can follow up with it. Tristana's a very powerful AD carry in the current meta. Everyone else has to go forward. Tristana's a good AD carry, keeping herself safe.
He's got the tools.
Not only, I feel like this is like the largest difference in drafts we've seen so far. Like, there's been some where it's like, okay, Nani has a better team overall. It's kind of how we felt last game, but it wasn't out of the question. This time, Nani, without a doubt, has the stronger team.
Yeah, to me, this draft entirely comes down to how good is Death Reapers on that Katarina. We know he's been drawing a ton of bans all season. Obviously, he felt good enough to blind pick it here. He has to be Sinister Beyblade level for this comp to work, because they don't have the tanks who can sit around dicking Nani for 5-6 seconds straight while everyone else gets in position to fight again. This team, when they get somebody picked, they are going to lose team fights horrifically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to spit it in my head, but it seems like just a tremendous amount of lane domination needs to come out of SUCC Squad to get him anywhere close to a nice place.
I greatly prefer this lane combo in the bot lane for them, but like the thing is, there's just no follow up on anything here. They have Nami for CC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're saying, this is a team that's all about their lane dominance. What jungler do you want less than a Shyvana in that situation?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, the Death Reaper, Katarina and Darius, very susceptible to getting ganked. So Develop Milk, this is like a dream for him, right? He's going to be sticking topside of the map. I'd imagine this whole time, right? Now that you finally have your hook resets, you have your star support player in the bot lane, you don't got to worry about that. You don't got to go down their bot. Sure, you can. Maybe if you're going for the snowball on Mighty Wolf, but if you stay topside, you have many viable gank opportunities with Galio and Orianna.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tense game from the very beginning, because I do feel that once Camera's SUCC Squad falls behind, this game is over for them.
Yeah, no, they have very, very few ways of turning a game around once they are behind. You're basically relying on a Katarina to go off.
But at the same time, we're deep enough into the season to know that you can't just rule out Camera's SUCC Squad from having players popping off on some of their best heroes. And especially in the jungle and the mid lane, we have two of the biggest ones this team could pick.
Yeah.
And, maybe we haven't touched on this at all either, but there's definitely a chance that Nani is just too tilted at this point to come back.
That is true. That is a huge thing.
You know, we've been doing the SBL. We've been doing best of fives for all but the first season of the SBL. In those 9 seasons of many, many playoff matches, there have only ever been 2 reverse sweeps.
Correct.
One of which just came last week. It's not an easy thing to pull off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tilt them is a legitimate strategy here in the Swain Batty League.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially when your tilt strategy is win 2 games on them.
just play the game as well as you can. That's
some good old fashioned tilt where you tilt them by making them lose.
Truly the finest of strategies.
Yeah. But if one thing they have going for them to de-tilt them is hook resets coming into this match with a fresh mind, fresh body. He comes in with a positive attitude. He's a happy guy. I can imagine some members of NANI feeling a little bit of reprise with that. It's different to get bodied 2 games in a row with the same 5, but to bring in a guy who hasn't been bodied yet, a fresh body, to say the least. So we'll see how that one plays out.
A fresh body to be bodied is what this camera squad, I'm sure, is thinking.
Yeah.
New guy, fuck him up.
Yeah.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
A Doran's Blade start for Freg here. The top lane. I'm not sure about anything
Dude
about
wants
top
to
lane.
lay down the hurt.
No, I'm not sure, but that seems cool.
That seems aggressive.
Yeah, that seems like something Freg would do, and I think he's gonna get away with it, honestly. So
yeah, it's both these teams playing level 1 the most aggressively we've seen so far.
Yeah, very odd in elimination matches like this, especially from the team that's down 0-2. But
yeah, and only 1 ward was dropped in the opposing jungle there by the SUCC squad, and not near the blue buff quadrants of the quadrants. I'm gonna call that a misplay.
Minions have spawned.
and Melk's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back
that was-
now. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, both teams now know that they're split vertically.
Oh, but Darius could go walking through the jungle here if directed camera cuts us over. Directed camera, please. Darius is going to walk over.
Oh!
But they step out. They're seen.
Yeah, but they got the ward. CS lead, let's go!
And so for the first time all series, we're going to see a jungler not starting with a bot lane leash, as Frag looks like he wants to disrupt here. He's putting some big damage out on Devout who has to smite for health, but he's still not going to get the camp, and he needed that blood to Frag. Are you kidding me?
Also, Devout Milk did not get the buff. Oh my.
Fuck, he's
Otherwise,
dead.
the
He's dead
flash
too.
out. He's dead! Are you kidding me?
The question mark in all chat!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, sorry guys I gotta switch to overlay there, but oh my god.
That cripples your team. Like, Galio burns both his summoners. He's going up against a 2-0 Darius with blue buff. Your jungler's level 1, doesn't have smite or a buff.
I mean, I'm speechless. Like, I pointed out the Doran's Blade and I said he'd get away with it. He's already got away with it. He went to the bank, stole the money, and now he's eating a bagel down the street. Like,
Yeah.
he's not scared of the police. He'll just kill them too.
Like, the most casual of double kills.
Yeah.
And man, if this team wasn't tilted before, they definitely are now. As suddenly, both the bot and mid laners know just how much pressure is on them to carry this game.
Yeah. Galio's a safe laner, but you don't come back from that real easily. And you can tell Jarvan hurting hard on the jungle clear here.
Yeah, Thermidor gonna get the first gank down as Renai has to flash into his own jungle. This is now both solo laners with flashes down if Thermidor wants to be the gank Thermidor this game. Or maybe more importantly, Thermidor wants to be the jungle invade Thermidor, as all the catch-up EXP in the world might not be enough to save Devout Milk when that starts. As Death Reaper's going in on the flashless Blaboor. Blaboor with no summoners has to pop the exhaust very late, but a really bad executed combo there, still gonna get a kill out of the Katarina. And, oh no. Oh,
The wheels are falling off the train.
Come here and Yeah, Frag doing what he
Yeah.
wants to do up here.
Yeah, Freg with
That's
the Doran's Blade and 2 longswords gonna be bullying up the consumable builds out of On the Wind.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be. That's not where any of these people want to be here.
No, but direct to camera, it's sticking bot lane. You can thank it for that, because this is the last lane to watch really for Nani in terms of where can the carrying
last
come
bastion of hope.
from. Right. Looker says he's searching. He's looking for these engages. Cameron and Joe doing a good job to sidestep him. But the pressure helps. Like, as you can see, Wolf is now able to sort of stick in this lane and not have to hide under his tower.
Yeah, and that should have been a huge factor. And it could still be if they
yeah.
get an advantage here, which Devout Milk is coming through on the flank. Hook reset's going in. The jump forward is Devout Milk not going to come close to knocking up anybody there. Maybe Hook reset's playing this too aggressively. He has to flash and get a heal there.
Yeah, and use the ignite, not picking up that kill on the final Joe, but Frag picks up a close. I mean, it could have been traded back, but nope. He'll pick that one up fair and square. Melky's still at the bottom lane.
With the knock-up. The double knock-up there on the camera, so there is a kill going over Tristana. There is still a carry available in this game for Team Nani.
That was a good stay by Melk to sort of do that cheesy double gank there. Camer not expecting that. I think Camer, he maybe assumes too much out of like enemy players and what they expect, what he expects them to do.
He absolutely does, because his lane was down 4 summoners there. That's such an obvious play.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, he gets punished nonetheless, and Nani is on the board with their first kill.
Yeah, and a very important
God.
one. They need a winning lane here because everywhere else is behind.
Frag had On the Wind's gold doubled there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's got double his CS and he's got 3 kills, so
A 1,500 gold lead at 6 minutes for Frag, sitting there with a smorgasbord of items.
Phage 2. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Guy. Oh, no. I don't know what this... Okay, all I know is Steric's Gauge got buffed on 720, and apparently it's really good. That's what he's going for. Oh, no. That's not good for Nani, as they have to try to worry about Frag and what will I assume would be a snowballing Darius into the mid game here. 7 minutes in. Death Reaper, he's playing with a lot of gusto in mid lane. Has that dark.
yeah, I mean
seal.
they knew where the Jarvan was. Like Thermidor was actively chasing him, so he gets to play aggressive there in the lane.
Yeah, and On the Wind, I mean, he can't even walk towards the creeps at this point. Look at him, Frag, how fucking far he can chase. He's going for the flash, drops the ult. He's gonna try to let the bleed get the kill. It won't, but On the Wind has to back here.
The Galio magic shield saved him from the bleed.
Ooh, close one. I mean, forcing the back from Galio. He loses his flash, but he'll get some tower damage, and maybe more importantly, denying. Oh, nope. On the Wind.
Yeah, he forces the TP.
Yeah, so we'll see how that one plays out. I assume now he's a prime target for Milk if he makes his way back up into that top side.
I don't know if Milk shows up. I think they both just die, honestly. Like, if Darius has ult, he probably just kills them both.
Yeah, that's true.
You saw how fast he went through Wynn's health bar.
Yeah.
And Wynn does not do nearly that much damage.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the CC, but they don't have the damage follow-up to take out Frag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, he wasn't even autoing Wind there for the kill. Like, that was almost all, like, that was a couple autos and a Q. Like, that was not a long trade for him to do that much damage.
Yeah. Now it's a 20 CS lead for Death Reaper in the mid lane. So this really... Okay, this can't be a matchup dependent thing. This is...
No, this is not.
Getting out CS in every
This is
game.
100% him getting out CS for the third time now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
this
the game 2 one was somewhat match dependent. Like he shouldn't have lost it by as much as he did, but like he did have the massive disadvantage. These other games though, no, he should not be he shouldn't be behind, let alone this far.
Oh, and speaking of Death Reapers, in addition to the CS lead, he is the first man to the spot lane. Gonna be knocked very far back by the Tristana, but these guys running for their lives here. Make it out without blowing any summoners, fortunately for them.
Nice. Yeah, good disengage from
Yeah.
NANI.
They both ults blown, but that is definitely worth it to not have to use summoners here. They're just see Wolf getting into a sizable CS lead here.
Yeah, now truly for the first time. I think he had a CS lead over the Kog'Maw last game, but not in lane at the very least. And it's maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
a little-
it's a wave and a half, but I mean, he did get a kill, although... Blab, you wanted to pass towards your tower there, my dude, but no, he's trying to figure out a kill here, and I think he's gonna do it. Hold up, no! Oh, no! Death Mel is going for the chase down, but Death Reaper is using slippery cat, but not slippery enough.
Yeah, he agrees. He has the blood in his eyes, and he uses absolutely everything on his keyboard to try to take out Baboor, but the support is there from his team. Melk picking up that kill. On the Wind was already there in mid lane too for the rotation, so...
Yeah, no, that was a bait.
Yeah.
That was 110% a bait, although now Thermidor may be gonna force both of these dudes out.
Yeah, that was very aggressive from Reaper to chase after the exhaust. Like he got exhausted and he still kept moving into the enemy jungle after the Orianna. That is 100% bloodlust. Yeah,
and maybe if we have the action stop here for a second, I want to talk about this in the context of Blab as a whole. That's the type of play we expect out of Blab, is smart baits and whatnot. You know, he's always been a passive laner, maybe not to the extent we've seen in this series, but that's something that has been really disappointing me in this series, is last week on our stream, which you weren't watching, we were actually going off all night about how impressed we were with how aggressively Blab was playing his lane. I mean, he was straight up bodied by Jensen in that entire series, really. He was just completely outmatching in the mid lane matchup, and we were asking, is this the start of a new playstyle for Blab, because he is doing it so well. I'm super disappointed to see him not keep following through with that, but now we have 2v a lot here in the bot lane. Is Develop showing up? Actually, not going to be 2v a lot, but a lot of flashes forced there. Tristana flashing out, and now Renai on an ill-advised flank there. Gonna give over an easy Earth Dragon to the SUCC squad.
Yeah, Frank used to teleport somewhere in there to get to that bottom side and help secure his team. The first strike of the game, Mount at 12 minutes into the game. Yeah, no, I mean, to go piggyback off your Blab comment, couldn't agree more. I mean, he was just straight up 1v1 people in mid lane and rotating bot and snowballing his team that way. This game, he's just looking to survive. There's these lane phases. There's not a lot of proactivity coming out of him this series. I might have just been playing against lesser opponents and feeling confident.
Yeah, honestly, having watched him for so long, Blab is like... It's like if Bjergsen had to play every game internationally. That's what it's like watching Blab. You know how much better he can be, but it seems like he is so in his own head a lot of the time to not play that aggressively. And it's a shame.
Yeah. That's a pretty good analogy.
Yeah. You see a nice Rift Herald pick up here though, while that was going on. SUCC squad not having a lapse in vision there.
Oh, a nice trade force on the camera, and Joe is there now jumping forward here. They have Thermidor deep. There's going to be a jump out of the Tristana, but Hooky says goes down to the Thermidor chop, and he is not done. This Dragon going for the chase. Trabunco trying to kite this one out, and he's going to flash under his turret. I don't think anyone is rotating onto Thermidor here, and now... What was that, dude? Meanwhile, in this mid lane, Blab trying to find a kill before he goes down, and the exhaust is going to be enough to save his life. So 2 big plays out of NANI to stop the bleeding here.
Yeah, and the instant Rift Herald summon off the killing of the mid laner.
Yeah. Now that's from trade. I'm sure they lost the trade 2-for-1 and create people, but because of the fact they have this Herald, they're able to go and trade even on towers and get the more important tower.
Yeah, they won't get the first brick bonus, but that's probably worth it to get the mid lane turrets, as Katarina, it's going to be very rough to be a Katarina with her turret down this early. As Katarina wants to be going for those roam plays. And Death Reapers shouldn't be able to find them as easily now.
Yeah. And they get a sizable chunk of damage as well. Like this mid turret losing about a little over a third of its health.
But despite maybe the good map situation, this is still a very bad gold situation for NANI. So they're down 3,500 gold here, only 14 minutes into the game. And about half of that in the top lane. Breg up about 1,700 gold right now.
Their only saving grace really is the fact that like that bot lane is still doing well. They have a very sizable lead and the kill there, and the fact that there's just so little CC from the SUCC squad. Like we saw that fight in bot lane where all three of them just got over the wall because the wave come through. They did a ton of damage, and then every single person went into that bush and then flashed over the wall because there was no follow-up CC. Like they're way stronger, and but they have no way to lock these people down all the time.
Yeah, exactly true here. And Thermidor, he's in the top side of the map. In a nice 2v2 situation, but Blab's going to make it a 3v2 as Thermidor goes in deep into the red buff. Looks like he might have got cornered here in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, he's going to try to drill Renai though. Forcing the flash out of Blab with ease, really, as he's got a 1v3 zoning here.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Blab has to now back. He cannot stand up here and try to do anything proactive with his team.
No.
Frag with the dunk onto Milk, and Hook resets using the charms to do everything he can to have the tower take aggro, but the wave will knock up Win. Frag going deep perhaps, but maybe not. Flashes out to safety, and Thermidor on the backside though gets picked up. Cameron mid lane pushing.
The 2 autos there from the tower. That was bad. Like he just take 2 tower shots, walked back in a bit. Keeping this game interesting though. Gives a kill over to Tuber. Gonna keep Wolf nice and strong here because he's gonna have a lot of weight to pull this game.
Yeah, but 2 towers taken. This is now 6,016 here. As Cameron maybe looking for the kill onto the Tuber boy. And I don't think the push is going to stop for the SUCC squad as they have waves and players in great positions right now. They're putting down damage top, they're putting down damage bot. And I mean, honestly, I think the timer is ticking. I think this gold lead is big enough that stall out is not an option for NANI. I think they have to go try to force a big play somewhere, and they might not even realize how far down they are.
Yeah, I mean, but they have the comp to do it. They have the CC to generate these picks. It's a matter of getting the vision back in their jungle and maybe looking for the overstep from SUCC squad.
Yeah, we've seen multiple times in a row the SUCC squad is more than willing to throw themselves very aggressively at the enemy team. Thing is that they've just normally been smashing their lanes, and so that it works out for them. It is up to Omewa Shindaru to catch them on that actually, like, you know, have them going way too deep, get a pick, get some CC, lock up.
Yeah.
Because 6k gold lead, not where you want to be at like 17.5 minutes. Like shit, we're not even 20 minutes. Yeah. They have over a 6k lead.
Yep. And second Drake coming up. Gonna be another mountain. So SUCC squad looking to double up on that. NANI looking for their first. And Death Reaper picks up the solo kill onto Renai circulation in the mid lane.
Yeah, this is Renai circulation has just had. It looks like the wheels have fallen off its train. I mean, like he is not having a good game here.
No, that is for sure. And seven stacks on the seal for Death Reaper. Has the gunblade already completed. Looks like he's looking for some more magic pen, perhaps, or just looking for more damage. And more damage is really what this team, the SUCC squad, that's really all they can do. You know, they're not going to gain any CC abilities, but they can build a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, exactly. That's your options here. It's like, well, if we can't kill them, if we can't CC them, we just have to kill them really fast.
Yeah, Death Reaper, he goes in, he picks up the 1 kill before he's traded back, but Frank in the top side jungle, he's looking for 2. The exhaust comes through, but that's not gonna save you, Renai Circulation.
Oh my god,
A
that
second
damage.
double kill.
He put that damage out through a goddamn exhaust.
Well, his ult's true damage, so that's why. That's the reason why it was so much. He got exhausted, and he was just like, exhaust timer. I'll use that during my dunk animation.
Oh man, and the base is now broken for Nani. SUCC squad looking for the bottom inhibitor, but can they get it? Hookersets and Mighty Wolf, they're posturing. They're looking like they want to fight. Double knockup from Hook Reset's ultimate is popped. Milk is here. The flash is down for him, but he's looking for the knockup, and he gets it onto Thermidor. Mighty Wolf picking up that kill. 4th one of the game for him. And Frank, he teleports in with extremely low health. Was that?
Yeah, that was really low health.
Yeah, and Cameron, he has to use everything to try to get out of this one. Uses the flash. Will he use the barrier, but he gets the root onto the Galio. Mighty Wolf with the red buff, though. He's chasing. He's looking for the auto, but he gets bubbled. Cameron switches around, and he goes back in onto Mighty Wolf. Can he pick up the kill? The barrier now comes through, and he picks up the kill. Oh! Death Reaper comes in from behind! 2 quick kills. Slaps his face on the keyboard. Triple kill for him. 9 kills for Death Reaper at 20 minutes. And SUCC squad, they want to go to the finals.
Yeah,
So rough here for Team Nani. And this is, I mean, if we're being honest, this is what should happen when you give up a double kill at level 1. And sometimes we see teams that don't do any of the things to snowball properly, but not Cameron's SUCC squad. They literally took the game by the balls before minions spawned, and they have never let go. And there's just so many different ways they can close the game out at this point. I mean, they have the double Earth, so they can easily force the early the early Baron.
Yeah, they have all the plays in the world. Like, they're 10k up. It's just over 20 minutes.
Thermidor is gonna get caught out in the enemy jungle here, but is there even enough damage to take him out? No, he uses the dragon form and has that W burning the entire time. 2 members down already for Nani. Freg coming in from the backside of the jungle. The dunk, the double kill for Freg, and only the carries remain for Nani.
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 games were neck and neck between the carries and the AD carries, which one was gonna be able to carry their team. This game 3, it has been the Reaper and Frag show, like 100%. Both of them have just been Frag starting off with a double kill and just snowballing out of control, and Reaper just finding kills all over the map.
Yeah, and they're gonna get the first inhibitor break. They didn't get that one bot earlier, but they could easily rotate over here and look for it if they're looking greedy. On the Wind is coming up right now. He does have teleport, and there potentially is a ward he can use to teleport behind him, but opts to use the Galio ult to stick to his team right away to help defend. Death Reaper gets out, Frank gets out, and the fight is totally disengaged. No deaths from SUCC squad. And it looks like it's out of reach, and it is. Nani going backwards. If you guys have a second, just mouse over Steric's Gauge in Frank's inventory and read what Steric's Fury is, and realize the terror, and realize the terror that is melee bruisers in the top lane.
Oh, it gives them fucking tenacity.
For 8 seconds.
Yeah, 30% tenacity. Neat.
Yeah, when he had the parts of that Sterix, I was thinking earlier that the Sterix Cleaver, that is going to officially be the power spike for the Starius, and he is in it. Is on the Winds, maybe trying to find the last play here. Devout Mount wants it. He gets a double cataclysm from those guys. No help was still too much to execute as 3 members of Nani die in the blink of an eye. This is going to be the second inhibitor down, and I think we might see the SUCC squad go for an end here. They have supers in the mid lane already. It's just Labour and Hook resets. And oh man, that's 1 turret down. Blab has to try to find something, but let's be real here, it's not there. And I'm sorry, Omewa motioned the room, but it looks like you are already dead in a 3-0 stomp out of Cameron SUCC squad.
I mean, time spent on the Rift in this series. We had 2 22, 23-minute games, and then that other one, which was what, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
that is definitely not what I expected to see today.
No. Not having hook resets for the first 2 games definitely hurt them, but they still, I mean, oh my god. Like, that third game was also just quite the stomp.
to say the least. Quite the stomp. Frank's not really even topping the damage charts here. He's second.
That's because he didn't see people often. He saw them and it's just like, bring the cleaver, slam it down, they die.
Yeah. Who do we talk to here? That's I feel like we've talked to probably all of these members so far. Maybe not Thermidor. He's probably already gone, but
these guys have won a lot, so we probably have talked to them all already.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the thing. It's like
we know who the people want to hear from, right?
Yeah, I'll get them.
Let's do
Yep.
it.
User joined your channel.
Hello?
oh man, it's our young boy Thrag.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, yeah, congratulations on the win there. Oh god, I almost punned myself there.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
On the win.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, congratulations on the victory here. I feel like we just talked to you last week, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty. That was a pretty good game. It was the same team, right?
What?
Oh no, it wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago. Yeah. That's when we last talked to you. Talk to me a little bit about the Darius pick and what happened level 1.
What is it? They're trying to take Thermidor's blue, and I was like, that's a double kill, and I went in and double killed them. I was just like, that's free double kill if they're gonna take his blue. Why not? And then I went in and auto attacked them, and level 1 W on Darius broken because he gets stacks faster.
So you just at that point you were just like, all right, yep, this game's done. Like,
yeah, this game's over. Or this lane, I was like, top lane's done. He can't do anything. His Galio, he doesn't look comfortable with Galio, you know.
Yeah,
he was playing so far back too. He was pretty scared because I would kill him otherwise. But yeah, that was just unfortunate that I walked up there because my team was telling me to walk around. The other way, but I walked through the jungle anyway. So I what is it? I just walked there. It was mere coincidence. They should have got our blue and lived, but I warded it. But I don't think that was the game. I think Therm was really good in every single game. Therm and Cammer. They really played a decent game.
I gotta say though, my personal favorite of all of your plays this series, I want to know what was going through your head when you're playing Singe, it's in the bot lane, you get chased by people, and then all of a sudden you start just turning around and you just start hunting down the Mighty Wall, Tuvok and Clyde. You run them down in the middle of 3 people, you kill them for full, and then you proceed to run out.
Yeah, what is it? They wasted 4 sums on me. They wasted exhaust. They wasted 2 flashes and and heal, I think. And yeah, I still got 1 out, and then I got out. Yeah, that was funny. I was laughing the entire time. I was like, I told my team, I was like, I'm just gonna go in, just because I want to go in and fuck around. So yeah, I didn't really care. I didn't think I would kill anyone, but I was just messing about.
Yeah.
I almost forgot you played Singe earlier. I was just so caught up on this Darius pick. Is this kind of your style? Unconventional top lane picks?
I like brain dead brain dead champions who require no skill at all. I love it. Where I can just be a monkey, you know?
Yeah.
It's just my style. I like it.
It's a good style, and it works within the context of your team very well. And it's as a top lane critic, I know a lot of teams can't play with a monkey. So you guys are playing very, very well.
I'm a highly trained, you know, SWAT team monkey assassinating their backline. Very incognito while I do that, you know? I sneak in. I don't just run up. You know what I'm saying?
You don't just run up. I think you pick champions that are all about just running up.
I mean, maybe sometimes that happens, but not all the time, you know? Just, I sneak in their backline, assassinate them, tango down, and then we're out, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Well, I mean, going in tonight, I mean, even yourself, Freg, you couldn't have expected the 3-0 tonight. In all
Yeah,
honesty.
I did.
Okay, you did. But let's just say the analyst of the SBL, we didn't
Yeah.
expect the 3-0 from the SUCC squad. Granted, we maybe expected hook resets to be in game 2, but I mean, it was just domination across
Yeah.
the board. I mean, it didn't even matter really that hook resets was in this last game, it seemed like. But going into the bigger picture here, you guys are in the finals. We have 2 other teams remaining in the tournament, Kylie's Playground Pals and the 4 Eggplants, who pulled off the reverse sweep last week against D20. At this point, you haven't lost a game.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna lose at all. I think we're gonna, you know, make a perfect run this season with the SUCC squad.
The perfect season.
Yeah.
Swift, has that ever been done in SBL history?
It has come close, but it has never been done.
All right.
Yep, that is correct.
Well, you're
I
on to
think,
something here, Frank.
Yeah, me and my crew of goons are gonna go in and get that first perfect in. Because if we lose a game, I'm subbing out. I'm gonna let who is it? My Wang top lane, you know.
All right. We'll
I'll
hold you to it.
All right.
All
My
right.
team better not feed, you know.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Any other questions? No,
No,
not really.
I don't think you can pick up.
I think we already won it since the best team, other than us, is already out, and we 3-0'd them without any troubles. So I think it's set in stone. You know, I think we won.
Hey, before we sign off though, what do you think about Albino Joe?
Albino Joe, he plays aggressive, even when he's playing Janna. Like, what is it? He's good, but sometimes he's too aggressive. He's really aggressive on the support role. But other than that, not bad. I mean,
Not bad. You heard it here,
not frag
folks.
or anything, you know.
Yeah, not frag level, but Albino Joe, everybody, not bad. And that will be it for tonight, folks, for the Swain Batty League. Tune in next week, though, 7 p.m. Central, Swain BL, like always, as the 4 Eggplants take on Kylie's Playground Pals to see who will take on this extremely dominant SUCC squad in the finals. So, see you there.